Alright, growl, growl, prowl, prowl. Today we are going to be doing my hopes and predictions for E3 2021. Now, I know that Sony says they're not going to be there, but just like last year, I believe Sony's going to show up. I mean, it's an online thing. It's all digital, right? There's no physical E3 this year, but what Sony did last year, 2020, and it was canceled again last year, Sony just released videos on their YouTube channel, and they titled them E3 2020 trailer. So that's what I think they're going to do again this year. So I just want to read off my list. I have this long list of games that I've been excited for years upon years. It's in no particular order. Just as I'm looking through it real quick, there's a lot of 4s on this list. So here we go. In no particular order, these are the games that I'm excited for to hopefully see at E3, to hopefully see at the Game Awards, and just in general, I want these games to come out. Some of them haven't been announced yet. These are just my hopes and predictions. Some of them I will say if I think they're going to be there, or I think there's no chance at all. I will try to specify on some of them. Okay, first one, obviously, new Zelda, right? Probably the most important for me personally. Breath of the Wild 2, whatever you want to call it. Any 3D AAA Zelda title. I mean, it's my number one franchise, you guys. Like, I don't know how many times I've said it on this channel. I know I don't have that much playthroughs on the channel because they can't stream it on Switch, can't stream anything. Because I haven't had a computer that's capable of doing so. Until recently. I ordered one, it's in the mail, hopefully it gets here soon. And we can start streaming everything we want. In high quality. I've been shackled. I've had to use the Twitch apps on the PlayStation and the Xbox. And if you guys know anything about them, they are not good at all. At all. Oh, God. Okay, so yeah. New Breath of the Wild. Hopefully we get a name, a trailer, gameplay. I think that Zelda is going to be playable in this game. I believe that there might be co-op elements, which would be really cool. The combinations they could do with Link and Zelda, like, you know, teaming up, doing different things, it's infinite, the amount of things they could do. So we'll see how far they take it. I also hope they announce it for the Switch Pro. I hope Nintendo comes out swinging and announces the fucking Switch Pro coming out this year, because they've been bojangling, lagging behind technology forever, literally forever. So I want 4K, 60 frames. That's what Zelda deserves. Forget about my wants, right? Forget about my desires, my selfishness. Zelda, think about the art. Think about the games themselves, what they deserve, what they want, right? The spirit of the game. Zelda, Mario, everything, Nintendo, Pokemon, they deserve to look just as good as God of War, you know, Bloodborne, Last of Us, Days Gone. They deserve to look this good, 4K, 60 frames. I don't know why Nintendo hasn't gotten with the times with that. And the technology is so cheap now, they could totally do it. So I hope the Switch Pro comes out swinging. And that's what I believe is going to happen if Nintendo wants this Zelda to do well, in my personal opinion. There is not a chance in hell this Zelda is going to do anywhere near as good as Breath of the Wild, the first one, if this releases on the regular Switch. Mark my words, no matter how good the game is, because of the sheer technical difficulties that it's going to have. Do you understand me? The Switch is terrible. It's a very underpowered console, okay? It can't even run things 900p, 60 frames. It can't. So, yeah. God, except little indie games, of course. But I don't count them. I only try to play AAA masterpieces. Not saying there's not good indie games, there are, but not my cup of tea, personally. I love big, blockbuster movie AAA games. It's where I spend my time. Okay, so Zelda. I know this isn't going to happen, the next on the list. A 3DS Zelda. We still have never gotten a handheld one. Like, never have we gotten what I would call, like, a shrunk-down mini type of Zelda game, but still 3D, still in the vein of Twilight Princess, Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword, Breath of the Wild. We never got any of that on a handheld. Never. We got the remakes of Ocarina and Majora, which was great. I think Grezzo did that, and I always said I wanted Nintendo to give Grezzo the reins and let them make their own original Zelda game. And they could use those same graphics if they wanted, but nope, it never happened. You know, we got Spirit Tracks, Phantom Hourglass, all these top-down Zeldas, right? A Link Between Worlds. They're top-down, and they're great. Okay, I haven't played them. I played A Link Between Worlds. I haven't played some of the other ones, but I've heard they're great. It's just, I wanted a 3D Zelda where the camera's behind Link, right? And there's a world to explore. You can go around and explore the world. But it never happened. It never came true, unfortunately. So Nintendo didn't do that, and I think they're done making games for the 3DS as far as I'm concerned. It's unfortunate, but I always wanted that Zelda, and I'll keep it. I wanted a handheld mini Zelda game, but never came, sadly. We only got the top-down ones. I wanted a 3D one. Okay, Majora's Mask, Skyward Sword. Well, we are getting the remake. Actually, it's funny. I made this list a long time ago. Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. They need a remake, you guys. Like an actual freaking remake and remaster. Once again, 4K, 60 frames. You know, use the Unreal Engine. Use Unreal Engine 4. Like, people have done this stuff online. You go online, you look at the modders. The modding community is insane. By the way, just a side note, the modding community in general, there's just fans in general. People make better art than the companies themselves. You look at Pokemon, like just look at Pokemon, perfect example. Go look up fan art of Pokemon in graphics and stuff like that, and graphic design. Oh my god, it will blow your mind. The art that people can create, it's much better than the companies themselves, because the artists are doing it just out of pure love and passion. They're not getting paid a cent, right? The modding community. So, therefore, their work as a whole is objectively more pure. It's just going to be objectively better because it's not built for money. You see what I'm saying? It's not built because of greed. They do it because they love it. So, man, I hope that we get a remake of Ocarina of Time, Majora's Mask. We haven't had it. Like, if you want to go play Ocarina of Time on the big screen on your television, my favorite game of all time, by the way. You want to go play my favorite game of all time. You got to play it in, like, 360p, 30 frames a second. Like, it's terrible. It's terrible. It's a crime, in my opinion. Skyward Sword, Majora's Mask, Twilight Princess, all these games. At least Twilight and Wind Waker, they are, I believe, 1080p 60. They did get up-resed a little bit for the Wii U. But still, Nintendo is not treating these franchises with the love they deserve. Same thing with Mario. Like, they just re-released Mario 64 and Galaxy. Like, they didn't update anything in Sunshine. They need to really go in and do remasters on these things, man, and make them look beautiful. Make them look as the directors and the visual graphic designers wanted them to look, but didn't have the technology back during the GameCube and Nintendo 64 days. You know? Man, come on, Nintendo. Wow, it's going to be a long video, man. Lots to go over. Okay, yeah, and staying on Nintendo here. Any new Mario, man? Once again, a 3D AAA Mario. None of this, Bowser's Fury and Mario 3D World, those are good games. I'm not saying that they're not good games. They are. It's just... What I'm trying to say is, I love all those games. Like, I love all the side-scrolling Mario games. They're great games. But it doesn't take a genius to figure out that those games are easier and take less time to develop than the AAA Mario Odysseys, Galaxies, Sunshines, you know? So, I would love a Sunshine 2, an actual remake of Sunshine, a Galaxy 3, or a remake of Galaxy 1 or 2, and of course Odyssey 2. If I had to pick, or sequel, and also a sequel to Mario 64 would be great as well, or a remake of it. If I had to pick, like, my top 3 would probably be a Sunshine 2, an Odyssey 2, or a Mario 64 sequel type thing, where you go into Peach's castle again and do the paintings again. They could totally do another game like that, in my opinion. So I would love to see something like that. Nintendo, man. I'm gonna make videos like this, you guys, forever. Like, forever. I will include the same games, and maybe those games will never get created, but I will still say them because I want them, and I'm hoping that they come into existence, okay? So, and I will also be adding to this list. Sorry about the glitch right there. I will be adding to this list over time. Yep, I said it right here. Mario 64 remake. I would love that. Yep. Okay, Metroid Prime 4. Hello? When was the last time we heard anything about Metroid Prime 4? 2019, January, if I had to recall. It's over 2 years. It's going to be 2.5 years come June. Is going to be the last time we heard about Metroid Prime 4. 2.5 years. And it'll be 2 years since Breath of the Wild in June once again. So it's time for news, guys. It's time. Like, Nintendo needs to come with some heavy hitters. So they need to announce some kind of Zelda. They need to announce Metroid and some kind of Mario. Something. One of those three. It would be great if they teased all three of them, but at least one of them needs to show up. Guaranteed they will. Guaranteed. I will bet you anything. A new Mario, a new Zelda, or Metroid will appear in some shape or form in this Direct. I guarantee it. I can just feel it. Nintendo, they can't be that dumb. They can't be. There's no way. They're gonna announce something. They have to. Okay, here we go. Metroid Prime 4. Here's some 4s, right? Ninja Gaiden 4. Ninja Gaiden 4. You guys ever heard of this game? You ever heard of Ninja Gaiden, Team Ninja? They made Neo, one of my favorite games of all time. I'm actually still playing Neo 2 right now, the DLC. It's so fucking good. You guys gotta play Neo. If you like Dark Souls, Bloodborne, Sekiro, those types of games, you have to play Neo. You have to. It is more in-depth than any of them. I promise you. It is stupid. It's actually too in-depth. There's too much shit going on, to be honest with you. Alright, anyway, Ninja Gaiden 4. Would love to see an announcement of Ryu Hayabusa. I don't think we're going to get anything from Team Ninja at all. If anything, we might get a Dead or Alive update, maybe even a Neo update, but I don't think we'll be seeing anything about Ninja Gaiden 4 until at least 2022 E3. If not Game Awards 2022, 2023 even. So, that's what I think. I would like it to show up, but I don't think it will. BioShock 4. Okay, I think this is Take-Two or 2K. I always get them mixed up. I think it's Take-Two. Take-Two Interactive. Who owns BioShock? Because I think 2K is, like, the basketball. I don't know. Anyway. Maybe it is 2K. Maybe it is 2K games. I don't know. Anyway, BioShock 4, man. Apparently it is in the works. It's being created, but we haven't heard anything about it. And I've heard rumors about this since I believe 2019 was when I started to hear rumors about BioShock 4. It is in the works. A tease would be great. Anything like that would be great. Oh, System Shock 3. I don't know if that's on the list, but I'm just saying that right now. It's just System Shock 3. It's in the same vein as like Alien, BioShock type shit, Dead Space in space. It's nice. It looks nice. There's a little teaser I think came out in 2020 or 2019. I want to see more of that. So yeah, BioShock 4, man. I don't know what they're gonna do with it. I don't know if it's gonna be underwater, in the sky. I don't know, or something totally new. Like they could do it in the forest, you know. I don't know, or space. Who knows? Who knows what BioShock 4 is gonna be like? But I can't wait to see. I kind of hope they do a little bit of both, right? That would be really cool, kind of maybe if they split it. Like, have some of it underwater, have some of it on the land. Like, I can imagine, like, coming up out of the water, you know, in BioShock, and, like, coming onto the beach, going into a forest. That could be really cool. Okay, Halo Infinite. I mean, guys, Xbox is my number one. It's my number one game for Xbox, right? That, and it would be Fable for the single-player games. Fable 4, which is also on this list, of course. Another 4, mind you. Halo Infinite, man. November 15th is the rumor right now, and I would put money on that date because it is the 20th anniversary to Halo Combat Evolved, to the first Halo. And they said that they are trying to make this Halo like Combat Evolved, Halo Infinite. So that is when I think it's coming out, and I will bet you once again, everything, it will be there. It will 100% be at E3 this year. They will show multiplayer, I'm guessing, or a little bit of the campaign. I'm very concerned about Halo Infinite, guys, because of all the shit that's been going on behind the scenes with the developers. Incredibly concerned I am. Like, extremely concerned. Oh, God. Halo Infinite, man. Oof. I mean, like I said, it's my favorite Xbox game. Gears of War is up there, Fable. But that's about it. That's all Xbox has. Like, I don't know what else they have. So, I love Gears. That's on this list, too. We'll get there at the very end. Yeah, I hope Infinite crushes it, guys, because it is the best first-person shooter, competitive shooter out there, in my opinion, in the whole world. Better than everything. So I hope it claims that. Like, even if they fuck up the campaign to all end and make me hate it, if they can salvage that multiplayer and make it, you know, the best, the way Halo should be. I mean, I loved Halo 5. As long as they keep it similar to Halo 5 and keep progressing, make the hitboxes smaller, everything more accurate, you know, more precise, I'm all for it. For the rest of my life, I am in for Halo. I am in. Okay, technical difficulties. Where were we? let's see here. Bioshock 4, Halo Infinite. Ah, yes, Halo Infinite. Okay, so yeah, very excited for that game. Hopefully we're going to get a beta. We better get a beta this summer. I mean, last time we had a beta, like, when was it? Was it a year before the game came out? I want to say we had a beta, like, in December, and then the game came out, like, a year later. So they're not even going to have 6 months if they release the beta, like, today. You know what I mean? So what I'm thinking is going to happen in June, they're going to announce the beta, you know, at E3. They're going to say, oh, beta coming this summer. And then it's probably not going to show up until, if I had to guess, probably August, late August, early September, I would say would be the beta for everyone. They'll be doing stupid little flights with a few chosen select. Sorry guys, my phone is charging and it dropped from 30%, now it's 20% while it's charging. This phone is like 4 years old, man. This is horrible. And it cut me off when the 20% warning came up. But anyway, yeah, I think they're going to announce it in June. Like, say, hey, oh, there's going to be a beta this summer, guys. This summer, you get to play Halo Infinite. And summer runs until the end of September. So I could easily see it coming out in August or September. If they were badasses, they would announce it in June and it would release in June, the beta, right? And then we'd play in June, and then they would have all July, August, September, October to fix it, right? To fix everything. But I'm assuming it's going to come out at the end of August, so it won't be done until, like September 1st. They're going to have 2 months, September and October, to go through all of the beta and try to fix it. It's not going to happen. It's just not. Like I said, guys, I don't think this is going to go well for Halo Infinite. I really don't. I'm scared. I'm very afraid, man. Very afraid. I hope I'm wrong. I hope it blows us out of the water in every way. It's the greatest Halo game ever made. But from what I've seen, that's not what we're going to get. Like, it looked bad. It looked horrible last year at E3. Or it wasn't even E3. They didn't do it E3. They did it in July. They tried to push it back as far as they could. It looked like an Xbox 360 game, you guys. It looked atrocious. It looked horrible. So let's hope I'm wrong and they blow us away. Got a bad feeling about that. Okay, Elden Ring. Oh, flipping onto a good side. Elden Ring. So excited for this, guys. Once again, it's been 2 years since we've heard a peep about Elden Ring. I hope that we're going to see it. I think it's been 2.5 years, actually. I think it was 2019 E3 we saw it. We saw the trailer. So Game Awards, sorry, not E3. Game Awards in December. So it's been 2.5 years. Or maybe it was 2018? Let's see if it was 2019, all through 2020. Okay, so it's been 1.5 years since we've seen anything from Elden Ring. 1.5 years to 2 years with Elden Ring. We gotta see something. Come on. Just a tease, an image, a logo, anything. These companies piss me off because they don't need to release a big trailer with gameplay. You don't need to do that, guys. You don't need to even release a trailer. Just release a teaser, an image, a logo, something, a blade of grass. Like Metroid Prime 4, they released a 20-second trailer, 30-second trailer. All it was the logo of the 4 of Samus's logo coming online and turning blue, and it just said 4, Metroid Prime 4 is in development. And it got millions of views and it blew up all over the internet. That's how you do marketing. You guys don't get it. Nobody fucking gets it. Like, it's so simple. It's so simple. Keep things short and sweet. Like, I always think about, I'm going to talk about it here. I guess I'll just bring it up now. Splinter Cell. Fucking Splinter Cell, you guys. It's been a dead franchise for what? Like, almost over 10 years? About 10 years, I'd say. Just dead. Hasn't gotten a new Splinter Cell. Guys, all they would need to do to tease that Splinter Cell's coming. I don't know who owns it. I think it's Ubisoft. But I don't know if, like, Xbox owns the franchise of Splinter Cell. If it's Ubisoft and they can put it anywhere they want on all the consoles. That's fine. Whatever. All you need to do is have a black screen and just have 3 little green lights appear with the noise. That's it. And you guys know exactly what I'm talking about. If you are Splinter Cell fans. If you're not Splinter Cell fans, then you won't know. And the game's not for you anyway. The game is for people who play and love Splinter Cell. You put the teaser out there, boom. 3 lights. They make that noise of it turning on, you know what I mean? And everyone would go nuts. And, you could just have Sam Fisher say something like, hello, Or, just something cool like, it's been a long time, right? And then, bam, Splinter Cell returns 2023. And the whole crowd would go wild, wow! But nope, that would just take all of, 10 minutes to put together, so it's too much work. It's just too much work for them to do. Fuck me, right? Fuck me. Growl, babies. Okay. So, Elden Ring, super excited for it. I mean, Bloodborne 2, Dark Souls 4, like, give me this shit, man. I gotta play Demon Souls, Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3. I'm waiting for Dark Souls 1, 2, and 3 to get updates on PS5 and Xbox. Once they do, then I'm gonna play through all of them. But Demon Souls, I'm going through first. Because I've never played any of these except Bloodborne and Sekiro. Those are the only Soulsborne games I've played, is Bloodborne and Sekiro. So I've never played an actual Dark Souls. I need to play it. I know I do. And Elden Ring, I'm incredibly excited for. I just can't wait for it. Oh, God. Ken Levine's game, next on the list. Guys, this Ken Levine is the guy who made Bioshock Infinite, for those who don't know, and Bioshock 1. He's the inceptor. He's the guy who came up with the story and the characters that you love. You love a Big Daddy. You love Elizabeth. You love Booker. I mean, these are all characters that he created. So, and he wrote the stories too. He wrote it. Okay, moving back to Nintendo for a second. Mario Kart Double Dash, man. I want Double Dash 2. Double Dash was my favorite Mario Kart for no other reason than you got to have two people on the car. One was driving, one threw the items. It just gave both players such a good role, and you could switch at the tap of a button. It's like, hey, I want to drive now. Okay, boom, you press Z on the GameCube controller, and you both press it at the same time, and then you switch. And then you fucking switch, you know? It was great. You could do it as many times as you wanted. You could switch as many times as you wanted throughout the match. So Double Dash 2, it's my favorite Mario Kart Double Dash of all time. The other games are obviously better in many ways. Better maps, better graphics, better handling, whatever. But Double Dash 2 is my favorite because you could have two people on your car. You could play with co-op with a buddy. And they got to bring it back, man. Give me a Double Dash 2 before I die, please. Please. Yep, there's Splinter Cell. Good. We already talked about that. We can't wait. I love Splinter Cell. Sneaking around. Sam Fisher. You know, Chaos Theory was the best. Fucking Chaos Theory. Pandora Tomorrow was great. Chaos Theory was where it really hit its stride and was like, oh my god, this is one of the greatest games. It was one of the greatest games I ever played. Once again, you could do co-op on some of the missions, but just shooting out the lights, moving around with your knife, you know, climbing on the ceiling and stuff along the pipes. It's just the best. I love Splinter Cell. That sneaky gameplay. It's great. What do we got next? Dead Space 4. I told you we were going to have a lot of 4s today. Dead Space 4, baby. Ooh, Visceral Games, man. Bring them back. EA, you sons of bitches. You bastards. They destroyed Visceral, you guys. If you love Dead Space, oh my god, Resident Evil type of stuff, Dead Space has got to be right up your alley, I promise you. Can't wait, I'm going to play it again. Probably this October for Halloween. I'm going to go through the Dead Space franchise and Evil Within 1 and 2. That's going to be my, October, November lineup. Just letting you guys know for 2021. And it's going to be like that forever. Like, I'm going to always try to play seasonal games when they're, like, around. So, like, to me, Last of Us is kind of like a winter game. Last of Us 2 anyway. Last of Us 2. Last of Us 1 is kind of more of a summer-fall game. But Last of Us 2, I just remember there being, like, snow, a lot of times. And I know you go through different seasons, but to me it feels like a fall-winter game. There's certain games that I think are meant for certain times. Like, Resident Evil 8 looks like a winter game, but it's coming out in May, which pisses me off. Like, god dang, it's all snow. It's literally, they say, winter comes for Ethan. Did I say Weethan? Silly lion. Tricks are for kids. Okay, so yeah, Dead Space 4. Oof. The visceral, like, literally, I love, like, the visceral combat. It's a great name for the company, Visceral Games. You would, like, step on things. You could stomp in that game, and it was so satisfying, man. You shot off limbs of the zombies, of the necromorphs. It was just, oh, God, what a great game. What a great franchise. And EA just, oh, EA. EA. Man, you guys are idiots. Fucking idiots. Okay, totally random. A turn-based Dragon Ball Z game. Like, I don't know if you guys have ever heard. I think it's called Dragon Ball Z Legendary Super Warriors or something like that. Legendary Warriors. It was a game for the Game Boy Color. I said that right. It was a Game Boy Color game, you guys. Fucking love this game, man. Basically, it was a turn-based game, and, like, you would just fight each other, like, on the screen, like It was really good. Look it up. I loved it. I fucking loved it. You could still turn Super Saiyan and stuff like that. You just had to like activate it on your turn and stuff. And then when you did certain blasts, you would have to press buttons really fast, like over BA up, you know. And you'd have to like do these combos like with the blast and with punching, and it was really cool. Yeah, I loved it. So I want them to do another turn-based Dragon Ball Z game. I want that. I really do. Oh, what else do I got here? Next. Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6, right? I'm excited for both these games, but I'm terrified for both of them because of the creation engine. Because of the game engine that Bethesda refuses to get rid of. Hopefully Microsoft comes in there. I hope Phil Spencer comes in there and is like, guys, this shit is garbage. Get rid of this. We're doing Unreal Engine 5. That's what these games deserve. Starfield and Elder Scrolls 6, they deserve Unreal Engine 5. They deserve nothing less than the best graphics game engine on the market, right? All these games do. Every game on this list, in my opinion, deserves nothing but the best. Unreal Engine 5. Is that what they're going to get? No, because they don't want to pay the 5% royalty to Epic. See, that's the thing, you guys. That's what nobody talks about. You got to ask yourself, if Unreal Engine is the best game engine in the world, which it is, by the way, it is, like, undisputably, objectively the best. I love the RE engine, Resident Evil, but it's better. Unreal Engine is the fucking best engine in the world. I love DICE's, what's it called? Snowball? What's DICE's engine for Battlefield? I forget what it's called. Something. It's a great engine. Unreal fucking Engine 4 and 5. Specifically 5. It's not out yet, but all the devs have it. They have it. Like, they have dev tools of 4, which is going to lead right into 5. So, man, there's no reason these games should not be all developed on Unreal Engine 5. But you have to pay. It's free, but it's a 5% royalty. So, like, no matter how much money you make on your game, 5% of it will go to Epic forever. And that's, I mean, God, if you... I wish there was a way to invest directly with Epic, but there's this one company, it's like, that owns them, or 50% of them. It's like Techie or something, Tencent. It's only 50% though. The other guy is like Tim Sweeney. It's like this one guy like owns the other half of Epic. But anyway, unbelievable, man, unbelievable. Fallout, okay, and then Fallout 5, right? Another Bethesda. Fallout 5. Actually, there's a lot of Bethesdas on here. Fallout 5. Incredibly excited for, once again, but I'm just scared for the creation engine. Scared. That engine needs to die, bro. You just gotta bury it. It's terrible. But they want to keep that extra 5%. You see what I'm saying? It's that extra 5%, man. Okay. Elder Scrolls 6, Fallout 5, Ghostwire Tokyo. This is the Evil Within creator, and Resident Evil creator, Shinji Mikami, who is now head of Ghostwire Tango Gameworks at Bethesda. He is the director. There was this really cute girl that was directing it, but she left the project for some reason. I don't know why, and that sketches me out. Apparently, like, the higher-ups at Bethesda, like, above Shinji, are messing with the project. I don't know. I'm scared. I'm really scared. I'm scared. But Ghostwire Tokyo does look good. It looks creepy, like this Japanese action-adventure type game. Has some creepy elements to it, like, some eerie things, but nothing like Evil Within. I wanted Evil Within 3, and that's still on my list. But I am excited for Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm very excited to see what they do. The combat looks great. It looks like a lack of guns and more magic and, like, spell-type stuff. And hand-to-hand combat, which I adore. By the way, I'm starting up my Neo 2 DLC with hand-to-hand combat, the second DLC. Can't wait. I cannot wait. Okay, so... Prince of Persia 4. Another 4. Guys, Prince of Persia. As far as I know, there's only been 3 Prince of Persias. I don't know if there's 4, but I don't know. I don't know. Maybe 4. Maybe it's the 5th one that's coming out. I hope they're working on a new Prince of Persia. They remastered the first one, as far as I remember. Like, they redid it recently. So I'd love to play that. I love Prince of Persia. That was the first one I ever played. I played it at my best friend's house, actually. Not a buddy. It was like my best buddy when I was a kid. Very young. We were young. On the Xbox One. The original Xbox One. Like, not the damn Xbox One. The 2013 model. Like, the one that came out in, like, 2001. Okay? I think I played it in 2002. We were playing Halo, and I noticed he had that game. And so I tried it while he was sleeping. Because I was up at night. But, yeah, and it was great. I remember running on the wall, slowing down the Dagger of Time or the Sands of Time or something. We could, like, rewind time. I remember falling off a ledge and being like, whoop, and, like, zipping back. It was so cool. So yeah, Prince of Persia 4, would love to see that. You know, I noticed how they got darker and darker. At least the box art, I noticed it like in Blockbuster growing up as a kid, that the box art would get darker and darker, and he like grew his hair out, and I love that. I remember, I think it was maybe it was the third or the fourth where he was like really dark, like his hair was long. He reminded me like Jake Gyllenhaal when he did Prince of Persia. Loved it, love that look, man. Okay, moving on. Silent Hill 4. Kojima. No, not 4, sorry. Just Silent Hill in general. Silent Hills. Kojima's working on it with Guillermo del Toro and Norman Reedus, but nope. Bullshit. Konami gets in the way and fucks that up. I want them to just sell the franchise. Like, if Konami would just sell the Metal Gear franchise and what is it? Silent Hill. Just sell it. Get rid of it. Konami, you guys can just piss me off, man. Piss me off. Piss everyone off. Piss the whole world off. These guys. Bastards. Okay, moving on. God of War Ragnarok. I will bet you money. I will bet anyone money. It is not coming out this year, and if it does, it will not be that good. It needs more time in the oven. Because we've seen nothing. We've heard not a peep on it. We've seen this the tiny teaser, the Metroid Prime 4 teaser last year, I believe it was. Not even that long ago. I think it was Game Awards. Was it not Game Awards? It was either Game Awards or it was when Sony revealed the PS5. I don't remember. But we got a teaser of Ragnarok where it was just like the logo and it looked really good. It was just the logo. It was great. It was a Metroid Prime 4 type teaser. That's how you do marketing. And it said 2021. I was laughing when I saw it. I was like, not a fucking chance, you guys. You're making God of War like 5. This is not coming out in 2021. Not a chance. So, we haven't heard a peep since then, which backs up my theory. This shit is not releasing this year. There's no way. I don't want it to either. I don't even want it to. I want it next year. Give it more time in the oven. Make it the best game you can make it. I actually wanted to make a separate video, but I guess I'll just do it here with God of War. Mark my words. I hope they do this. But I hope and think they're going to. I hope there's a lot of wearables in that game. Like, you know, things you can put on, like different gauntlets on your arms, you know, different leg armor, boots. Like I want things, little jewels, different types of jewels you can put into these armor pieces, similar to what they did in God of War, but even more so. And I wrote them this letter a long time ago, and I'll show you guys if any of this ever comes true. And it's on my channel somewhere, but I'll make another video on it if it does come true. With the exact highlights of the words I said. Like, the characters, when you play, should gather more items as they go, and their clothing and the jewelry and the things they put on should directly be the power-ups that they get. You know what I mean? Instead of just having a stat in your menu that says attack, plus 100, whatever. No, like, you should have something that appears on your armor, you know, or appears on the weapon that shows that your attack is going to be this massive number, you know, like your blade, like if you have a sword, it becomes sharper, it becomes longer, something to signify on the character, on the player, that you have increased in power or decreased. Like if you take stuff off, right, you take off the jewels, you take off the armor, it shows you're naked, you're bare, it shows the lack of power that you have. You see what I'm saying? I really hope that they do shit like that in God of War, and I just have a feeling I hope that they do. I hope you can like put jewels down the axe, you know, not just in the bottom of it, but like up the axe and in the blade, like different things, man. Have like different types of jewelry and items that you can wear that have different effects, you know, little charms that Kratos can wear or that Atreus can put on his hip, things like this, you know, different types of boots, different types of pants, different types of shirts, just things that, you know, and you should be able to like refashion them so they look like whatever you want, right? If you want something to appear like something else, you should be able to do that as well. If you don't like the look of something, but you like its perk, right? You like the effect that it has, obviously, you should be able to do that as well. Okay, so next thing on the list, Bloodborne 2. Guys, Bloodborne, I don't know what else to say. If I had to guess, I'd say 2025. 2025, maybe we'll get Bloodborne 2 by 2025. I'm just throwing it out there. If it comes before then, I'll be a happy lion. Anytime before then, if they announce it for 23, 24, hell yes. But if I had to guess, I'd say 2025 is when we'll hear about Bloodborne 2 from FromSoft. I don't know why they haven't spoken about it. I don't know why. Because it's going to blow up when it comes. And it will come. But if I had to guess, I'd say 2025. Okay. Harry Potter, man. Harry Potter's doing a game, you guys. Oof. It looks really good, too. Like, really good. It's not the story of Harry Potter. It's called Hogwarts, like, Legacy or something like that. But, man, it looks like it's done in Unreal Engine. And it looks fantastic. It looks like there's destruction, real magic, like stakes. It looks realistic and terrifying. So, I'm in on that, man. WB. Hopefully they come through with that. It looks great. So, can't wait to see Harry Potter. Batman. Now, I want either a new Batman game or all the old ones remastered. Give me the 4K, give me the 60 frame. That's why I haven't played Batman, you guys, because I have PlayStation and Xbox, and as far as I know, they are very laggy on those games, you know, and not the best looking, only on PC. That's just my understanding. So I'm waiting for the Batman games to get remade, get remastered, get them up to snuff, and I would love to play the Batman games and have a new one, of course. Evil Within 3, man. Oh, God. Tango Gameworks once again. I don't think we're going to see this once again. This is probably going to be a Bloodborne 2 type situation. Probably not till, let's see. Let's assume Ghostwire comes out this Christmas. Either this year or next year, Ghostwire. Evil Within 3, 2024. Probably not till 2024. Maybe 2023 to match with the Evil Within 3, but if I had to put a number on it, I'd say 2024 we'll probably go back to the Evil Within. I hope so, at least, because it deserves a trilogy, and Sebastian deserves one more game. I love Sebastian. Great character. So I hope they do an Evil Within 3. And Evil Within 1 needs to be remastered, man. It's a masterpiece of a game that runs like crap. It runs like 20 frames a second. It's horrible, man. But it's a great game. It's a great game, really. It just has performance issues. It just has performance issues. God, my phone is running so slow. This shit is so laggy. The Callisto Protocol. This is made by some of the people who were at Visceral Games when they got destroyed by EA. They made this new company. I forget the name of the company. I'm sorry that I'm blanking on the name, but it's this new Dead Space type game. Like, their health is in their neck, you know, or something like that. Like, the lighting and everything, it reminds me of Dead Space. And they said they're going out to make the scariest horror game of all time. So, hell yes. On a side note, by the way, speaking of scary horror games, ILL. Go look this up. Apparently it's being made by, like, 1 or 2 dudes. And it looks like the most realistic, one of the best horror games ever made. And this guy needs to get picked up. He needs to get picked up by Capcom or something, or Tango Gameworks. He needs to. Like, unbelievable attention to detail in that game, There's very little footage out there, but the footage that is there, it is what I want in a horror game. When you shoot someone with a shotgun, they react to it. Like, their arm gets blown off. Not only does it get blown off, they fly back and, like, hit the wall, as they should. You know, when you shoot somebody with a bullet, they should react accordingly. That's one thing I had against Days Gone was with the enemies and the dogs. The bullet penetration, it works sometimes very well and they reacted. But other times, a dog would be running right at you. You'd shoot him in the face, like, point blank with a shotgun, and he would continue running at you. Like, no. I don't care who you are, what zombie you are. You're only 20 pounds versus this shotgun. It's going to blast you against the wall. You're going to fly 5 feet in the air, you know? So the bullet registration and penetration and the reaction, has it on point, man, on point. Pragmata. Capcom. I think this is going to be a 2023 game, even though they announced it in 2020 for 2022. I'm putting it down right now. It's going to be a 2023 game. There's no way it's going to be coming out next year. Pragmata. Assuming it's going to be like the trailer. Bro, the trailer of this game, Pragmata, go look it up. It's otherworldly, man. I mean, I am incredibly excited for this game, okay? Cannot wait for it. Cannot wait for Pragmata. I don't even know how to describe it. I have no idea how to describe it to you. It reminded me of Dead Space a little bit, but I really don't know. I'm at a loss for words with Pragmata. Don't worry, we're almost at the end. Dino Crisis. We got about 5 more after this. 6 more. Dino Crisis, you guys. Oof. I haven't heard or seen anything about this since I was a child, man. I'll never forget this. We got a PlayStation from my dad's friend. His son was growing up. I think he was getting the PlayStation 2. And he was getting rid of his PlayStation. So I think my dad got it from him. He either bought it cheap or was giving it to him. I don't remember how it went. But I just remember we got a PlayStation for Christmas. And it was wrapped up, you know, not like in the box or anything, just like kind of wrapped, maybe newspaper. But it was a PlayStation, and it might not have even been wrapped, actually. I don't know. But either way, we got a PlayStation, a used PlayStation, and it came with a couple games. And one of those games was Dino Crisis. And I forget what the other ones were. I remember Crash Bandicoot was there. It wasn't Metal Gear Solid. It might have been like a Mission Impossible game or something. Something similar to Metal Gear, but not. I played that a little bit. That was fun. I forget what it was called, though. It might have been Mission Impossible. I don't know. It was like Metal Gear Mission Impossible type thing. But Crash, I remember playing and loving that. But the one that stuck out the most, because I didn't want to play it anymore, was the game called Dino Crisis. I remember I stayed home not to go watch Lord of the Rings, Fellowship of the Ring with my family. I said I didn't want to go watch it because I was afraid of that. But I used that as an excuse so I could stay home and play PlayStation in Dino Crisis. But then I ended up getting too afraid of that. I remember playing it in, like, right in the beginning, you're, like, outside near a fencing area or something. You're, like, driving a car in a Jeep. I don't know. And, like, a dinosaur, like, jumps through the fence and is, like, biting people and, like, eating them. And I was like, oh, my God. This is fucking terrifying. And I was a kid. I forget how old I was when I played it. But, yeah. So, I want Dino Crisis to return, and that's another, I think, Capcom game. They have great franchises, man. And Dead Rising, they have Dead Rising as well. I think Dead Rising 4 was the last one they could do. Dead Rising 5, not my kind of game, but in the RE engine, man, oof, that could be well. It could be well done. Could be well done. Okay, Crimson Desert. Oof, this looks like the MMO that I've always wanted, like this massively online multiplayer game, swords and shields, magic, visceral, brutal combat. Like, you tackle people to the ground and stab them when they're on the ground. Like, it is brutal. It really looks like great combat and amazing atmosphere and environments. And there's dragons, I think. People were riding dragons in the trailer. So Crimson Desert looks like it could be like the greatest game of all time, but I'm just trying to, keep my expectations tempered, right? Okay. Stalker 2. We actually have Now we have about 5 more. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, 6 more after Stalker. Stalker 2. Never played the first one. I always saw little bits and pieces of it. Thought it looked cool. But never played it. I don't really have an excuse or any reason why. I just haven't played it. But the second one, the trailer, I remember when I saw it before I knew it was Stalker, I was like, this game looks amazing. I remember seeing the woods in the first trailer for the second game, the announcement trailer. You're looking at the woods and you see this black orb. Like, you see, like, this orb just floating. It's like watery smoke type texture. And I'm just like, yep, I'm in. Looks terrifying. Looks great. So sign me up for Stalker 2. I want to see where that game goes. Dying Light 2. This is a game that's slowly been getting on my radar more and more because it's been delayed so many times. So the first one, I think I played a demo. I thought it was okay. The graphics were all right, whatever. But I remember liking the gameplay as far as running. Like, it was kind of like parkour, like you're running from the zombies. I remember enjoying that. However, Dying Light 2 looks like it's taking it up to the next level, and I'm excited to see where this goes. I'm excited for the graphical improvements, the gameplay improvements, because I want my games to look beautiful too. They have to play well, and I want them to look beautiful too. Especially more and more beautiful games. Like, I'm getting less and less patient for shitty looking products. So, yeah, Dying Light 2, I want it to look good, 4K, 60 frames, and run beautifully, and just be an amazing game. So I'm excited for that. We're going to see more of that at E3. I'm betting you we're going to see that. Dead Island 2, this is just, once again, kind of like a Dead Rising 5 type thing for me. Like, okay, like, I'm cool to see it. I'm very interested to see it. But it's not like a number 1 on my list or anything. It's just kind of like a fun zombie game, right? Back for Blood, too. I forgot. That comes out in, like, June, doesn't it? I'm excited for that, too. Hopefully that gets on Game Pass, Xbox Game Pass. And, yeah, I would love to play Back for Blood. Or Left 4 Dead 3, obviously, is, like, the thing. But you guys know, what's her name? Not Half-Life. What's her name over there? Valve. Portal 3, Half-Life 3, Left 4 Dead 3, man. Like, of course, those games. Do I even have to say I'm excited for them? I would love to know that they exist somewhere, man, because Portal is a game like you've never played. It's physics-based, where you're just, like, literally creating portals from one side of the room to the other, and, it's incredibly fun, man. So there's Portal, Half-Life 3. I played the demo of Half-Life 2. The gravity gun, one of the greatest weapons, probably top 5 greatest weapons ever. Up there with, like, the lightsaber. And, what else would I say? Maybe the Halo energy sword, the gravity gun, dude. Love it. The Dead Space plasma cutter is another great weapon. The Master Sword, right? Okay. The gravity gun. Valve, please come out with something. They don't need to, guys. That's the thing. They make so much money on Steam. They own Steam, so they just make stupid amounts of money. In fact, I gotta look how do you invest in Valve, man, because Valve is crazy. They make billions, guys. Billions. Doing nothing. They don't need to do anything except just keep the servers up for Steam. Because people create products on Steam and put them up for sale, you see? So Valve doesn't need to make another game forever. They don't need to lift a finger forever. And the people that are there can live millionaire, billionaire lifestyles. You understand what I'm saying? It's terrible, but it's true. So I hope that they, get some passion back in their hearts, man. And make a new game. A Left 4 Dead 3. A fucking Portal 3. A Half-Life 3, man. They did make Half-Life Alyx, and I heard that's a great VR game, and I would love to play it if I get a VR. That and Resident Evil 7 would be like my top 2 VR games right off the bat. Right off the bat, it would be Half-Life Alyx and Resident Evil 7. First, I do Resident Evil 7, of course, because Half-Life apparently is like a whole nother experience. But so is Resident Evil. But I played 7 like 20 times, so I'm pretty desensitized to it. All right. And then, remakes of Resident Evil 2, 3, and Code Veronica. Now, I don't mean like what we had with 2 and 3. No, I mean the 0 and Resident Evil 1 type remake. Take the fixed camera angles, Capcom, please, and just give us the remake in that vein. Just like 1 and just like 0. Just update the pre-rendered backgrounds, all that jazz. Keep the story the same, all of it. Because I hear so many great things about 2 and 3, man. And Code Veronica, same thing. I hear so many great things about those games. But I've never played them myself. I've never got to experience them because they're on PlayStation 1 and like fucking the Sega Dreamcast, Like, no. Please, up-res them, 4K, 60 frames, get them out, put them on the store. People will buy them left and right. And that's the thing. Like, it makes no sense why you don't do this, why people don't do this. Remaking the things that you already have, like, is the simplest way to make money because besides Valve, right, you don't have to do anything. But you just sit there, you remake what's already there, just put a nice graphical layer on top, record the music, re-record the music if you so desire, or just, run it through a filter. I'm sure you could just enhance it in some way, modernize it, and then boom, sell it. We will all buy it full price because those games deserve, 2, 3, and Code Veronica deserve to be remade, man. They do. They absolutely do. And then, of course, 4 is coming. I don't even need to speak about 4. Obviously, Resident Evil 4 is on the way, the remake. If I had to guess, I'd say 2022 or 2023. But if I had to guess, really, I'd say the end of 2022. I think it's going to be the big Resident Evil game next year. That's what I think. Yeah. Okay. But maybe 2023. They might give it a whole year of just, like, spin-offs of Resident Evil. And I'm okay with that. Like, give us a Revelations 3 or something in that vein. I'm totally cool with that. And then Resident Evil 9 would probably be 2024. Maybe 2025. All right, right near the end. And then, let's see. Yeah, Gears of War 6. I love Gears. Always have. Just love Gears. So would like to see a little tease of Gears 6 this year. Maybe at E3 or the Game Awards just coming. I don't think it won't come until 2022, if not 2023. Depends on what they're doing with it. But, yeah. So, nice Gears thing. And then 2 Xbox exclusives, apparently. Scorn and Avowed. Both these games are like... One of is like a Elder Scrolls type Skyrim game, Avowed. I really am interested in that because of the animations. The way the character was moving his hand during that like 10-second trailer. And like the green little magic glowing. That looked really cool, Avowed. And then Scorn for the horror. It looks like a horror type game. And we haven't heard anything from it in like... I think about 2 years now. Haven't heard a thing about Scorn. So I would love to see what's going on with that. Alright guys, I'm sure I missed lots of games, and I'm sorry for taking so much of your time. Hopefully you enjoyed. Let me know what you guys are excited for E3. Real quick, I'll just run down the list, and I'll say if I think these games are going to actually be there. Zelda, absolutely. A new Mario, maybe. Just as much as Zelda or Metroid Prime 4. One of those 3, right? Like I said, I don't think we're going to see Ninja Gaiden 4. I don't think we're going to see Bioshock 4. We might see System Shock. We will definitely see Infinite. I think we'll see Elden Ring, or we'll see a tease, something about it. Fable 4, no, I don't think we'll see anything on Fable. Ken Levine's game, man, I keep saying it every year. I hope so. He's been doing it since 2013. The guy's been making this game for almost 10 years. And I just think he's flying too high to the sun, like waiting too long. He's building up too much hype, bro, not announcing this. There's no way it can live up to expectations. Double Dash 2, no, I don't think so. I wish. We might see a new Mario Kart, though. We might. I hope it's Double Dash 2 or a remake of Double Dash 1. Splinter Cell? I mean, we could see it's 50-50 Splinter Cell. No, I don't think we're going to see Dead Space 4. I don't think we're going to see the turn-based Dragon Ball game I want. Starfield. We might see Starfield. We are not going to see Elder Scrolls 6. We might see Starfield, though. We are not going to see Fallout 5. We probably will see Ghostwire Tokyo. I don't think we'll see Prince of Persia 4 or 5, whatever it is. I don't think we'll see Silent Hill. I do think we'll see something about God of War, at least an update on it. No Bloodborne 2. Harry Potter, yes, I think we're going to see. Batman, I think we might see as well. That's another WB thing. Not going to see Evil Within 3. We might see Callisto Protocol. I would like to see an update on that. Pragmata, I would like to see an update on that too. I don't think we will, though. I do not think we will. I think Capcom will use this time to ride the Resident Evil 8 wave. Maybe release a DLC trailer or something for Resident Evil 8. Dino Crisis, I don't think we're going to see once again. I wish we would. Maybe next year. Crimson Desert, I do think we will see something about Crimson Desert. Stalker 2, I think we'll see. Dying Light, I do. Dead Island, maybe. This might be the time. 50-50 for that. Capcom could show us remakes of 2, 3, or Code Veronica. I would really like that. The remasters, that would be great. I don't think we're going to see Gear 6, and I think we'll see Avowed and Scorn. At least one of those two games for Microsoft, yeah. Because Microsoft has to show us some single-player games coming. Oh, a Hellblade is one we'll definitely see as well. Senua's Sacrifice or whatever it's called. That looks good. That'll be good too. Or the Saga, whatever it's called. It looks good. That's the first one, I think, Senua's Sacrifice. I forget what the second one's called. But the second Hellblade is supposed to be running on Unreal Engine 5. I think we'll see a teaser or something of that as well. So that's it. That's my predictions, guys. Those are my hopes. Breath of the Wild 2, whatever it's called. I hope it's not called Breath of the Wild 2. I hope it's called something badass. And then after that, guys, I've been saying it, the number one game that I'm looking forward to my entire life. I guess I'll try to end every video with this. Every anticipation hopes video for this anyway. E3 and Game Awards. Before I die, guys, before the last breath leaves my body, and I'm, cremated and nothing but dust and ash, I want to see a rated M horror Zelda game. I know it doesn't make sense, maybe not to you, but to me, it would be the greatest game of all time. Just having Link go through terrible trials and tribulations. It has to have a lot of light, though. It does. It can't just be pure horror. Not at all. Not at all. It have to have a lot of light involved. I don't know, maybe a 70-30 darkness to light ratio. But I would just love to see just brutal blood everywhere. Link's sword dripping. The Master Sword. His hat stained with red. Would love to see it before I die. To give that beautiful contrast and love and attention to when it is beautiful, to when things are good and peaceful, right? Like after the battle is over, just to see what they made it through, and it would just make the beauty all the more worth it. It would make the peaceful times and the serenity and the tranquility all the more enjoyable and meaningful to the player and to the story. So, yeah. That's my number one most anticipated game ever before I die. Take care, guys. And remember, no one sees what you see, even if they see it too.